Episode 57DHXWD, August 10th, 2025. Why does Trump want to depreciate the dollar? Cartoon 1 of 4. Why some United States exporters want to depreciate the United States dollar. Sell 1. A strong United States dollar hampers a United States manufacturing revival. An ugly old fat blonde man is standing over and yelling at an attractive young woman with a Siamese cat on her lap on a couch. Sell 2. A strong United States dollar makes exports expensive and widens the United States trade deficit. The ugly old fat blonde man yells. Sell 3. A plan known as the Mar A Lago Accord suggests convincing major economies to help Mar A Lago devalue the dollar. The ugly old fat blonde man yells. Sell for the Mar A Lago Accord plans for a manufacturing revival with threats and deals. The ugly old fat blonde man concludes. Cartoon 2 of 4. The benefits to consumers for a strong United States dollar. Sell 1. Consumers can buy more and cheaper imported items. An attractive young man sits with and talks gently to an attractive young woman with a Siamese cat on her lap on a couch. Sell 2. Americans traveling abroad can buy more goods and services for less money. The attractive young man continues. Sell 3. Consumers can buy more foreign currency used for travel or other expenses. The attractive young man says. Sell 4. Companies that rely on global markets may see lower costs and pass them on to consumers. The attractive young man concludes. Cartoon 3 of 4. Why some United States vendors want to depreciate the United States dollar. Sell 1. A strong United States dollar hampers cryptocurrencies. An ugly old fat blonde man stands over and yells at an attractive young woman with a Siamese cat on her lap on a couch. Sell 2. Cryptocurrency transactions are wonderfully irreversible. The ugly old fat blonde man continues. Sell 3. Cryptocurrency transactions are marvelously fast. The ugly old fat blonde man yells. Sell 4. Cryptocurrency transactions attract new customers. The ugly old fat blonde man concludes. Cartoon 4 of 4. Drawbacks of cryptocurrency transactions for consumers. Sell 1. Consumers can be easily defrauded. An attractive young man sits with and talks gently to an attractive young woman with a Siamese cat on her lap on a couch. Sell 2. Cryptocurrency transactions are irreversible. The attractive young man continues. Sell 3. Cryptocurrency transactions are insecure. The attractive young man says. Sell 4. Be skeptical of guaranteed returns or get-rich-quick schemes. The attractive young man concludes. Cat's corner strategy with Tiger and Leone. Saying the quiet part out loud. Roar. Hi, I am Tiger. Our human asked us to get up from our naps and start Cat's corner strategy with Tiger and Leone. She gave us a list of internet allies which we will post for her here.
Hi, I am Leone. It is better for your mental fitness to go to these websites than to go to bro sites for advice. Substack letters from an American Heather Cox Richardson. Substack your local epidemiologist. The Midas Touch. The Guardian. The New York Times.
One introduction. Rosette view. The United States government was on track in the Biden administration to reduce the prices for both clean energy heat pumps and clean energy electric cars. Trump tariffs are expected to upset those plans to prevent future air pollution and prevent climate change. The United States government should, instead of certifying wood stoves as safe when they are not safe, go forward with regulations that ban wood stove use and direct government money for use of forest refuse only for home building and furniture building. For just a few examples of use of forest products for non-burning uses, it is well known from scientific and medical research that wood burning is a substantial source of PM 2.5 emissions, yet the wood burning industry uses the scientifically debunked theory named carbon neutrality of wood burning to argue that wood burning replacing coal burning in industry, and in a trickle-down argument that wood burning should continue for home heating should continue. Presumably because it is called renewable, wood may be renewable in the sense that a tree can be planted in the place of a cut-down burned tree. But it takes centuries or decades for the newly planted tree to attain the stature of the cut-down burned tree. During those centuries or decades, photosynthesis, which converts CO2 to oxygen, and so sequesters some carbon, will not take place at the same rate as photosynthesis was performed previously, and wood burning emits both CO2 and PM 2.5, and PM 2.5 is not absorbed by trees, so PM 2.5 is not diminished by planting a tree in the place of a cut-down and burned tree. In fact, a living tree closes its pores against the presence of PM 2.5 from nearby wood burning, just as humans hold their breath in the presence of PM 2.5 from nearby wood burning. And when a tree closes its pores, the level of photosynthesis that absorbs CO2 pollution goes down. Wood burning emits 90% PM 2.5 particulate matter of 2.5 micrometer size, the perfect size to infiltrate the human lung, setting off a cascade of human health problems and early deaths. Contrary to many beliefs, wood burning emits 2.8 times the PM 2.5 as the fossil fuel coal burning, and wood burning emits 450 times the PM 2.5 as the fossil fuel natural gas burning. Replacing coal burning with wood burning creates more air pollution in the form of CO2 and PM 2.5 than coal burning. This emission data comes from testing the cleanest burning wood stove in the United Kingdom. The Eco-Design Wood Stoven International Convention does not count the emissions from wood burning. The emissions from wood burning are erased from all countries around the world when calculating if each country has met its climate goals. This non-counting or erasure of wood burning emissions data from climate goals does not mean wood burning emissions do not exist. ROSEPView Purple Air PM 2.5 monitors hanging from the eaves of the house of a near neighbor should be used to measure the level of PM 2.5 in the air hyperlocally in the yards of near neighbors of indoor residential wood burners. If PM 2.5 levels exceed World Health Organization standards of 5 micrograms per cubic meter annually, then that evidence of air pollution from wood burning should lead to the shutdown of that indoor residential wood burning appliance, one appliance at a time if necessary.